गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्द गोविन्द Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. By the immense grace of our Gurunadar, His Holiness Maharanyam Sri Sri Muralidhar Swamiji, by the Parama Kripa of Madhuri Saki Sameda Premi Kavarda Thakurji, by the grace of Punya Guruvayurappan, we are really blessed to learn Bhagavata every Sunday in US. We have every day very bright sun, and so we are very fortunate. Today we are going to see the Phalashruti, the fruit of chanting Dhruva Charitram. It's very auspicious, and what is the greatness of this story, and how fortunate one is to study and chant Dhruva Charitram. So we are going to continue chapter 12, shlokas from the beginning, and then go to the new shlokas. अद द्वादशोऽध्यायः मैत्रेयो उवाच ध्रुवं निवृत्तं प्रतिबुध्य वैशसाद् अपेतमन्युं भगवान् धनेश्वरः तत्र आगतः चारणयक्षकिन्नरैः संस्तूयमानो अभ्यवदत् कृताञ्जलिं धनदौ उवाच भो भोः क्षत्रियदायादा परितुष्टोऽस्मि तेन ग यस्त्वं पितामहादेशात् वैरं दुस्त्यजमत्यजः न भवान् अवदीद्यक्षान् न यक्षा भ्रातरं तव काल एव हि भूतानां प्रभुरप्ययभावयोः अहं त्वमित्यपार्थादीः अज्ञानात् पुरुषस्य हि स्वाप्नीवा भात्यदध्यानात् यया बन्धविपर्ययौ तद्गच्छ ध्रुवभद्रं ते भगवन्तम् अधोक्षजम् सर्वभूतात्मभावेन सर्वभूतात्मविग्रहम् भजस्व भजनीयाङ्घ्रिम् अभवाय भवच्छिदम् युक्तं विरहितं शक्त्या गुणमय्यात्ममायया विश्वं मायारचितमात्मनि अविद्यारचितस्वप्न गन्धर्वनगरोपमम् आत्मस्य पत्सुहृदो बलमृद्धकोशम् अन्तःपुरं परिविहार भुवश्चरम्याः भूमण्डलं जलधिमेकलमाकलय्य कालोपसृष्टमिति सप्रययौ विशालां विमानाग्र्यं नभसो अवतरध्रुवः बिभ्राजयद्दश दिशो राकापतिविबोधितम् अगाभिनिविष्टचेतसं बद्धाञ्जलिं प्रश्रय नम्रकन्धरम् सुनन्दनन्दावुपसृत्य सस्मिदं प्रत्युचदुः पुष्करनाभसम्मतौ प्रवरम् उत्तमश्लोकमौलिना उपस्थापितमायुष्मन् अधिरोढुं त्वमर्हसि तदोत्थानपदपुत्रो ददर्शान्तकमागतं मृत्योर्मूर्ध्नि पदं दत्त्वा आरुरोहाद्भुतं गृहम्. Then we saw beautiful aerial vehicle Pushpaka Vimana has come standing outside Dhruva's palace and inviting him and welcoming him, saying, please come, dear Bhakta, dear sir, please ascend this vehicle. Who is telling? The Parshadas, the emissaries of Lord Narayana, Nanda and Sunanda, saying, welcome to this vehicle, and this is going to take you to that divine abode of Narayana, which neither your father nor your grandfather nor any great men have achieved. And so you're welcome to that great abode. Please step inside this vehicle. And our Dhruva Maharaja did 3 times pradakshina to that Vimana, and he is about to ascend. At that time, death, the god of death, comes. You have to give up this body too, and ascend in a heavenly body. So death has come. Dhruva, since usually the normal worldly people are afraid of death, but here death is afraid of Dhruva and telling, please step on me and ascend the vehicle. So death, Lord of death, Yama, is bowing down and saying, oh great Bhakta, you please put your head on me and ascend the vehicle. So our Dhruva Maharaja is stepping on the head of death, using it as a ladder to climb inside. This is very special only for Dhruva. It has happened like this. And every time when you hear Dhruva story from outside, this they will say this Mrityon Murdri Padam Datva. Yeah. Radhe Radhe. Everything Bhagavatam, as I'm telling, this is not just book that something happened. It happens even now, all these things. And many bhaktas experience different stories. And many times we feel like a story of Gajendra is happening in our life, or story of Prahlada or Dhruva happening in our life. Very, very relevant. These other people in the world will watch soap operas and relate their story to their life. But for us Bhagavatas, we only Bhagavan stories, and these are the characters, they are in our life. The characters in Bhagavatam, Kunti Mata, many times we think about her, many times we think about, Parikshit, like that. These are the characters who come alive in our life, and they inspire us, and give us motivation and strength. So these are not just book, it is very relevant. In especially the story of Atmadeva, we are studying in Bhagavata Mahatmyam. So all that, that is why Pushpaka Vimana comes even today for Bhaktas. Mirabai also, she merged in the idol. But for Pundanam, he was only about 400, 500 years ago, great Bhakta. We know Pushpaka Vimana came outside his house and took him. So it happens even now like that. But this story for Dhruva, he stepped on the head of Mrityu. It's very, very special. Only for Dhruva it has happened like that. Tadotana pada putro dadarshandagamaгаtam mrityor murdhni padam datva arurohadbhutam griham. This the Pushpaka Vimana is as big as a house. It's looking so big and beautiful and gorgeous. And Dhruva, with great respect, did parikrama to it and then took his bath and got blessing from all the sages. Many people have assembled as Dhruva is about to attain the Paramapada. So all are assembled to see a great Bhakta attain Bhagavan. All are happy, all are celebrating. And so the drums are sounding. Tada dundubayo neduhu mridanga panavadayah gandharva mukhya prajaguhu pretuhu kusuma vrishtayah. Boliye Dhruva Maharaj ki Jai. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki Jai. So we studied up to that shloka already. Let us continue. Tacha swarlokamarokshyan sunitim jananim Dhruvah अन्वस्मरदगं हित्वा दीनां यास्ये त्रिविष्टपम्. स च सर्वलोकमारोक्ष्यन् सुनीतिं जननीं ध्रुवः अन्वस्मरद् अगं हित्वा दीनां यास्ये त्रिविष्टपम्. सितं तस्य व्यवसाय सुरोत्तमौ दर्शयामास तुर्देवीं पुरोयानेन गच्छतीम्. Ascended the vehicle, then suddenly he remembered Anvasmaradagam Hitva Sunitim Jananim Dhruvaha. He remembered his dear mother. Arey, where is my mother? I forgot about her. And he wanted to bring her also. The Vishnu Parshadas, the attendants of Narayana, understood the thought of Dhruva, and then they immediately showed to Dhruva, see, your mother is already going in Ananda Pushpaka Vimana, and she is also going to the divine abode, and they showed him. So, iti vyavasitam tasya vyavasaya surottamau darshayama saturdevim puroyanena gacchatim. Bhagavan has already taken Suniti, the great mother who took her son to moksha. So like that, they showed to Dhruva, your mother is taken care, don't worry. So then, iti vyavasitam tasya vyavasaya surottama darshayamasa tuddevim puroyanena gacchatim tatra prashamsadvihi pativaimanikaiः suraiः avakīryamāno dadrishe kusumaiः kramasho grahan. तत्र प्रशंसद्भिः पतिवैमानिकैः सुरैः अवकीर्यमाणो ददृशे कुसुमैः क्रमशो ग्रहान् त्रिलोकीं देवयानेन सोऽतिव्रज्य मुनीनपि परस्ताद्य ध्रुवगतिः विष्णोः पदम् अताभ्यगात् त्रिलोकीं देवयानेन सोऽतिव्रज्य मुनीनपि परस्ताद्य ध्रुवगतिः विष्णोः पदमदाभ्यगात् सद्भिः पतिवैमानिकैसुरैः अवतीर्यमाणो ददृशे कुसुमैः क्रमशो ग्रहान्. As the Pushpaka Vimana is passing higher and going higher and higher and higher, it is passing different worlds, different planets, and in every world it's passing, all the people there are standing outside and pouring flowers on Dhruva. Wherever he is passing, they are all waiting outside. They are able to see the beautiful Vimana, which is shining with effulgence and going higher and higher, and all are showering flowers on Dhruva in every, as he is passing every planet and going higher and higher. And then he passed the Saptarishi Mandala. Soti Trilokim Devayanena Soti Vrajya Muninapi Parastadya Dhruva Gatihi. Then he passed the high regions of the Saptarishis, and even beyond that is the Gati Dhruva attained. Dhruva Gatihi Vishnoho Padamadabhyagade. That high region, after reaching which there is no downfall. Dhruva reached that high place. Trilokim Devayanena Swativrajya Muninapi Parastadya Dhruva Gatihi Vishnoho Padamadabhyagade. यद्राजमानं स्वरुचैव सर्वदो लोकास्त्रयो ह्यनुविभ्राजन्तयेते यन्नाव्रजन् जन्तुषु ये अननुग्रह व्रजन्ति भद्राणि चरन्ति ये निशम् यद्भ्राजमानं स्वरुचैव सर्वदो लोकास्त्रयो ह्यनुविभ्राजन्तयेते यन्नाव्रजन् जन्तुषु ये अननुग्रह व्रजन्ति भद्राणि चरन्ति ये निशम् यद्भ्राजमानं सुहृदैव सर्वतो लोकात्रयोऽस्मिन् बिभ्राजन्तयेते यन्नाव्रजन् जन्तुष्टये अनुग्रह व्रजन्ति भद्राणि चरन्ति ये निशम्. It borrowed from that luminary called pole star. From there only other luminaries get their light, and so this Dhruva, the Dhruva Padam, it is giving light to all the other lokas around it, and the one who has been kind and helpful to others, good people reach this abode, not the people who oppress others, or the people who harm others will never attain such a state. Only the good people attain this state. Chodra. Yannavrajan jantushu ye ananugraha Rajanti Bhadrani Charanti Ye Nisham Shanta Samadrisha Shuddhaha Sarva Bhutanu Ranjanaha Yantyanja Sachuda Padam Achyuta Priyavadhavaha Shanta Samadrisha Shuddhaha Sarva Bhutanu Ranjanaha Yantyanja Sachuda Padam Achyuta Priyavadhavaha Ityuttana Pada Putro ध्रुवः कृष्णपरायणः अभूत्रयाणां लोकानां चूडामणिरिवामलः इत्युक्तानपदः पुत्रो ध्रुवः कृष्णपरायणः अभूत्रयाणां लोकानां चूडामणिरिवामलः. The good people who are peaceful by nature, who have equanimity, samadrishaha, shuddhaha, who are pure, who are friendly and benevolent to all, sarva bhutanuranjanaha, such people who are totally devoted to Narayana and who see Bhagavan as their sole support. Yantyandasa chudapadam achuda priyabandhavaha, where only Krishna is my relative, Krishna is my friend. When people are like that, such people attain easily. Ityuttana pada putro ध्रुवः कृष्णपरायणः अभूत्रयाणां लोकानां चूडामणिरिवामलः. He became the Dhruva has become the Chudamani among all the bhaktas. He is the crest jewel of all the bhaktas. He is the best example. He is always talked about in big assemblies by great sages. They always quote the bhakti of Dhruva. So he has become a great role model and example for all bhaktas. Ityuttanapadah putro Dhruvaha Krishna Parayanaha Abhutrayanam Lokanam Chodamani Divamalaha Gambhira Vego Animisham Jyotisham Chakramahitam Yasmin Brahmati Kauravya Vedyamivam Gavam Ganaha Gambhira Vego Animisham Jyotisham Chakramahitam Yasmin Brahmati Kauravya मेड्यामिव गवां गणः महिमानं विलोक्यास्य नारदो भगवान् ऋषिः आतोद्यं विदुदन् श्लोकान् सत्रे गायत् प्रचेतसा महिमानं विलोक्यास्य नारदो भगवान् ऋषिः आतोद्यं विदुदन् श्लोकान् सत्रे गायत् प्रचेतसा luminaries which are circling, they are all circling the pole star Dhruva. They are all going round and round that beautiful place that Dhruva has attained. And then Mahimanam, just like in old days and all, you might have seen in the villages, the ox are tied to an oil mill, their nose lavande, they put string and they tie it to an oil mill and it will go round and round and round. And like that, all the other luminaries are circling the luminary called Dhruva. Gambhira Vego Animesham Jyotisham Chakramahidam Yasmin Brahmati Kauravya Medyam Iva Gavam Ganaha Mahimanam Vilokyasya Narado Bhagavan Rishihi. Narada Muni is telling about this Mahima of Dhruva in the great assembly of the Prachetas. Atodhyam Vidudan Shloka Sagre Gayat Prachetasa. We studied the story of Prachetas in Narayaniam. As Narada is giving Upadesha to the Prachetas, he is telling about Dhruva, a great Bhakta. So even others, rishis talk about the Bhakti of Dhruva, and Narada is telling this little child who was insulted by his stepmother went and did penance as per my instructions, and it attained the darshan of God. Like this, Narada is telling, Narada uvacha nunam sunite pati devatayaha tapa prabhavasya sutasya tam gatim drishtvavyupayanapi vedavadino naivadi gantum prabhavanti kim nripaha nunam sunite pati devatayaha tapa prabhavasya sutasya tam gatim दृष्ट्वाभ्युपायानपि वेदवादिनो नैवाधिगन्तुं प्रभवन्ति किं नृपाः. Telling in the assembly of Prachetas, telling the beautiful spiritual abode this Dhruva attained. It's not possible even for great rishis or even great Kshatriya kings to attain this beautiful abode that Dhruva attained. That Dhruva, who is the son of that virtuous Suniti, Nunam Sunite Pati Devatayaha Tabah Prabhavasya Sutasya Tam Gatim Drishtvaabhyupayanapi Vedavadinu. Even the rishis who know the Vedas, who know the way to attain, still they cannot attain. So, Naivadi Gantum Prabhavanti Kim Nripaha, not even ordinary kings, how will they attain? Even when rishis who are Vedavit, who are great Brahmanas, even they cannot attain merely by all those spiritual practices. It is only by Guru Kripa, by Gurunada, like Narada blessed him, and the tender child Dhruva, by doing tapas, easily attracted the Lord. So, it is one and only one Dhruva. There is no other Dhruva. So, दृष्ट्वाभ्युपायानपि वेदवादिनो नैवादिगन्तुं प्रभवन्ति किं नृपाः यः पञ्चवर्षो गुरुदारवाक्षरैः भिन्नेन यातो हृदयेन दूयत वनं मदादेशकरोजितं प्रभुं जिगाय तद्भक्तगुणैः पराजितम् यः पञ्चवर्षो गुरुदारवाक्षरैः भिन्नेन यातो हृदयेन दूयत वनं मदादेशकरोजितं प्रभुं जिगाय तद्भक्तगुणैः पराजितम्. At the tender age of 5, being hurt by the piercing words of his stepmother, Dhruva left home and went to the forest. Vanam madadesha karojitam prabhum. With my instructions, Dhruva did tapas and Jigaya Tad Bhakta Gunaif Parajitam, and he attained the grace of Narayana and he attracted Bhagavan by his virtues. Jigaya Tad Bhakta Gunaif Parajitam, Yah Kshatra Bandhuhu, Bhuvi Tasyadi Anvaru Rukshedapi Varshapugaihi, Shat Pancha Varsho Yadaho Biralpaihi, Prasadya Vaigundamavapatatpadam. यः क्षत्रबन्धुः भुवि तस्याधिरूढम् अन्वारुरुक्षेदपि वर्षपूगैः षट्पञ्चवर्षो यदहोभिरल्पैः प्रसादैगुण्डमवापतम् याधिरूढम्. No other kshatriya can just imagine, getting that high state which Dhruva kshatriya also attained in just a few months. अन्वारुरुक्षेदपि वर्षपूगैः षट्पञ्चवर्षो यदहो विरल्पैः. This type of charitram Bhagavan establishes so that people like us read and get inspired. So all this katha is so important. The katha only gives us material to develop our faith. So, like we saw in the last class, how the Sanakadi rishis are always immersed in the katha of Bhagavan. Sada Vaikunda Nilaya Hari Kirtana Tatparaha Leela Amrita Rasonmataha Katha Matraiga Jivanaha. The Sanakadi rishis in Bhagavata Mahatmyam we see the Sada Vaikunda Nilaya Hari Kirtana Tatparaha. They can go and visit Vaikunda anytime and get darshan. They are always singing Hari Sharanam, Hari Sharanam. And Leela Amrita Rasonmataha. They are immersed in the Leelas of Sri Hari. Katha Matraiga Jivanaha, Katha Matraiga Jivanaha. Such, they are always narrating katha, either hearing katha or telling katha. So this story of Dhruva is given to us in a beautiful Bhagavatam to again and again hear and develop our Shraddha to Bhagavan. Maitreyo vacha etatya abhihitam sarvam yat prishtohamiha tvaya ध्रुवस्योद्धामयशसः चरितं सम्मतं सता एतत्ते अभिहितं सर्वं यत् पृष्टोऽहमिह त्वया ध्रुवस्योद्धामयशसः चरितं सम्मतं सता धन्यं यशस्यम् आयुष्यं पुण्यं स्वस्त्यैनं महत् स्वर्ग्यं द्रव्यं सौमनस्यं प्रशस्यम् अघमर्षणम् धन्यं यशस्यम् आयुष्यं पुण्यं स्वस्त्यैनं महत् स्वर्ग्यं द्रव्यं सौमनस्यं प्रशस्त्यम् अघमर्षणम् शसः. Maitreya is telling Dhruva. All this story is who the Rishi Maitreya is telling to Vidura. Vidura, from the Kauravas and Pandavas, from the Kuru family. That Vidura who left and went on Tirtha Yatra as the war is going on, that Vidura, who is great devotee of Bhagavan. Bhagavan visited his house. He rejected Duryodhana's invitation and went to Vidura's house. And Vidura is shaking. Bhagavan has come to my house and he's giving something and he's giving the banana. He's peeling the banana, throwing the fruit and giving the chilka to Bhagavan. He's completely shaking, doesn't know how to show gratitude, and the love is pouring out for Vidura. That Vidura is hearing this story of Dhruva Charitram, and so Maitreya is telling, as you asked, I have narrated this story. This story is so full of fame. It brings delight to all the great people who hear it, and it bestows dhanyam, prosperity, yashasyam, fame, ayushyam, long life, punyam, all the punya, and longevity, swastyayanam mahat. It gives all the good things. It gives positivity. Like I said the other day, everybody sends messages, good morning message. Say, have positive thought, think good thoughts. How just doesn't come. When you read a story like this, your positivity builds in our mind, and then positive can only remove the negative. Positive is needed to sustain and keep us going. So this Dhruva Charitra is going to bring that positive feeling and enthusiasm. Dine Dine Navam Navam. Hari Charitram is new day by day, and it is a Nityam Mahotsavam. It is a Mahotsava for the mind daily. This Charitra is like that. Dhanyam Yashasyam Ayushyam Swastyayanam Mahate. Swargyam, it can give bestow Swarga to all of us. Dravyam, that state of Dhruva Loka, which is a firm state from which there is no downfall. This Charitra will take us there. Dhanyam Yashasyam Ayushyam Punyam Swastyayanam Mahate. Swargyam Dravyam Saumanasyam Prashasyam Aghamarsanam. It removes all the sins as we are chanting, as we are hearing. Our sins are automatically destroyed. Just like when we take a glass of milk, three things happen. First is our hunger is satisfied. Second, it gives pushti, it gives nourishment. And third, it also gives anandam, pleasure. All three things happen. Yeah, tushti, pushti, and ananda we get when we take food like that. Bhagavatam, we get the papa is getting burnt automatically, and all the punya and all the positivity we are getting every time we read Bhagavatam. Swargyam dravyam saumanasyam prashasyam aghamarsanam shutvaida shraddaya abhikshnam achyuta priya cheshtitam भवेद् भक्तिर्भगवति यया स्यात् क्लेशसंक्षयः श्रुत्वैतत् श्रद्धया भीक्ष्णम् अच्युतप्रियचेष्टितम् भवेद् भक्तिर्भगवति यया स्यात् क्लेशसंक्षयः महत्त्वम् इच्छतां तीर्थम् श्रोतुशीलादयो गुणाः यत्र तेजस्तदिच्छूनां मानो यत्र मनस्विनां महत्त्वम् इच्छतां तीर्थम् श्रोतुशीलादयो गुणाः यत्र तेजस्तदिच्छूनां मानो यत्र मनस्विनाम्
युक्तैदच्छया भीष्ममच्युतप्रियचेष्टितम् भवेर्भक्तिर्भगवती यया स्यात् क्लेशसंशयक भगत्वमिच्छतां तीर्थम् श्रोतुशीलादयो गुणागा यत्र तेजस्सुदिच्छानां मनो यत्र मनस्विनाम्.
This is a very Priya Bhakta, Bhagavan. And so when we hear the story of Dhruva, it generates bhakti in us. Shrutvaida Shraddaya Bhishnam Achyuta Priya Cheshtidam Bhaved Bhakti Yaya Syat. This bhakti we develop, and this bhakti will remove the kleshas. It will remove all our sorrows. Day by day, the bhakti alone will remove all our troubles. Bhavet bhaktir yada bhagavati yaya syat klesha sankshayah. It will remove all our kleshas. Mahatvam ichatam tirtham. This story of Dhruva is like a tirtha, going to a tirtha sthala. It is as beneficial as visiting a holy place. Shrotu Shiladayo Gunaha. The one who reads will develop good character, just like Prahlada, who had exemplary character. The bhaktas, when they read again and again, they become have a good character and good qualities. And Mahatvam Ichadam Tirtam Shrotu Shiladayo Gunaha Yatra Tejastadichunam. They will get tejas and divine radiance. They will get mano yatra manasvina. Whoever wants honor and fame, they will get that also. Whatever you want, you will get. It is like a kalpaka taru. Whatever you want from it, you can get here. Mahatvam ichatam tirtam shrotu shiladayo gunaha yatra tejastadichuna mano yatra manasvina preta kirtaye pratah समवाये द्विजन्मना सायं च पुण्यश्लोकस्य ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत् प्रयत कीर्तयेत् प्रातः समवाये द्विजन्मना सायं च पुण्यश्लोकस्य ध्रुवस्य चरितं महत् पौर्णमास्यां सिनीवाल्यां द्वादश्यां श्रवणोऽथवा दिनक्षये व्यतिपाते सङ्क्रमे अर्कदिनेऽपि वा पौर्णमास्यां सिनीवाल्यां द्वादश्यां श्रवणे तव दिनक्षये व्यतिपाते सङ्क्रमे अर्कदिनेऽपि वा. This story should be sung and recited with all great devotees. Sayam cha punya shlokasya, in the early morning and evening. Dhruvasya charitam mahat. It should be studied and in a satsang and chanted together. Paudamasyam sinivalyam. and very auspicious to study it on a Paurnami day or on the Amavasya day or on the Dwadashi day, Dwadashya or on the Shravana Nakshatra day, and pretty much any day. द्वादश्यां श्रवणे अथवा दिनक्षये व्यतिपाते संक्रमे अर्कदिनेऽपि वा. Also during अर्कदिनेऽपि वा on the Shravana Nakshatra at the Vyatipada எனக்கு தெரியல அது என்னன்னு Vyatipade Sankrame Arkadinepi va on the first day or on a Sunday Arkadine see Sunday only. Today Sunday we are finishing Arkadinepi va is Sunday, the day of Surya Bhagavan. So very auspicious. We should be reading every Dwadashi or Shravana Nakshatra or Paurnami or Amavasya or on Sunday or on holy days. Study this Charitra. Paurnamasyam Siddhadananam Tirthapadapadaashrayah Naicham Statratmanatmanam Santushta iti Siddhyati. श्रावयेत् श्रद्धदानानां तीर्थपादपदाश्रयः नेत्रं तत्रात्मनात्मानं सन्तुष्ट इति सिद्ध्यति. ज्ञानम् अज्ञाततत्त्वाय यो दद्यात् सत्पदे अमृतं कृपालोहो दीननाथस्य देवास्तस्यानुगृह्णते. ज्ञानम् अज्ञाततत्त्वाय यो दद्यात् सत्पदे अमृतं कृपालोहो दीननाथस्य देवास्तस्यानुगृह्णते. Recites the story on all those Paurnamasyam, Sinivalam, on all those days without any selfish motive. They attain happiness. Santushta iti siddhyati. The mind feels enthusiasm and happiness. The mind is filled with positive energy. Jnanam ajnata tattvaya yo dadhyat satpade amridam. The one who teaches and narrates the story of Dhruva to others, that person becomes favorite of all the gods, and all gods bless him. Kripaloho dina nadasya devas tasyanugrinnati. All gods are pleased with him. As the Gokarna did the Saptaha in Bhagavata Mahatmya, we will see when Dundukari the evil son became a preta, he became a ghost and was suffering so much, and the only way to relieve him of his suffering and get him Sadgati was to do Bhagavata Saptaha 7 days. Gokarna conducted Bhagavata Saptaha, and this Dundukari, the preta Sharira was removed, and he attained a Divya Sharira and attained Bhagavan. Who? Dundukari. What about Gokarna? What did he get when he said Bhagavatam to everyone? Bhagavan Alinganam Manikira. He gets the hug of Sri Krishna, and he also attains Bhagavan's abode. So Bhagavan loves the people, and not only Bhagavan, all gods love that person who gives story about Bhagavan. So our Gokarna was blessed like that. Like this, Jnanam Ajnata Tattvaya Yo Dadyat Satpade Amritam Kripaloho Deenanadasya Devastasyanugrinnade. Idam maya te abhihitam kurudvah Dhruvasya Vikhyata Vishuddha Karmanah Hitvarvakah Kridanakani Matuhu Griham cha Vishnum Sharanam Yojagama. Idam maya te abhihitam kurudvah Dhruvasya Vikhyata Vishuddha Karmanah Hitvarvakah Kridanakani Matuhu Griham cha Vishnum Sharanam Yojagama. Vidura, this way I have narrated to you the story of Dhruva. Dhruvasya Vikhyata Vishuddha Karmanah Hitvarvakah Kridanakani Matuhu. Our little Dhruva, he gave up all his toys, he gave up his friends, he gave up his mother, and he went to the forest. Such faith he had, right? Bhagavan dan, only one Bhagavan, that faith, remember how much blessed is he? Chamantukuti, that Dhruva. So that Dhruva, that is why he is so famous, and we are also singing about him. In 5 years of age, he left home, he left Amma, and he boldly went to see Bhagavan, just putting all the burden on Bhagavan. That tender age, there was no other avaguna and no other argument and other things, just complete faith. In tender age, he left home and went to the forest, and he attained Bhagavan's grace in 5 months. That Dhruva story is very, very auspicious for all of us. So, Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Jayanti, we have finished our story of Dhruva. It is all by grace of Gurunada. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Paramamsam Samhitayam Chaturthaskande Dhruva Charitam Nama Dwadashodhyayah. Shri Haraye Namaha, Shri Haraye Namaha, Shri Haraye Namaha. Gopika Jeevana Smaranam Govinda Govinda. Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. कलिमलहरणं त्वां श्रुत्वा कैवल्यसुखप्रदं कृष्णप्रेमनिमग्नो राजा कृष्णपदाम्बुजमाप देवा जय जय भागवत जय जय भागवत देवा जय जय भागवत जय जय राधा कृष्ण स्वरूप जय जय भागवत देवा जय जय भागवत Dhruva is crying and then he starts singing the Dhruva Stuti. Then
என்ன கேட்கணும்ங்கிறது கேட்கவே இல்லை
at that time he doesn't have to ask. Bhagavan starts blessing. Dhruva only sings Dhruva Stuti, praising Bhagavan. Then after that Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan is talking, and Bhagavan only gave all this. So after that Dhruva is thinking, why did I even want all this? Why did I even ask? Like in his mind, he had asked, he told Narada, he asked everything to Narada. Narada Taketare, I want to attain this state which none of my family has attained. I want to attain that high state. Don't talk to me about peace and shanti and all. I want to attain that. அப்படி சொன்னான் இல்லையா நாரதர்கிட்ட, அது பகவான் knows. அப்புறமா he never asked Bhagavan explicitly anything. புரிஞ்சுதா? Then Bhagavan